Hey class, Dr. Mack here. Just taking some time to check in and share with you some of my own experiences with compassion fatigue. After my undergrad, I was a recreational therapist, and so I worked at a residential treatment facility for at-risk youth. And this facility was the embodiment of compassion fatigue. Not only were we did we have a low staff ratio, which you would think would, much like we talked about this week, would contribute to burnout, which is completely different than compassion fatigue. There were also a lot of things going on that led to compassion fatigue, and I wanted to highlight some of those. So due to the low staff ratio, staff were asked to work over hours. They weren't given PTO. So things of that sort limited the chances they got to participate in healthy exercising, eat healthy foods, take time for self-care. And they were experiencing a lot of vicarious trauma as well as compassion fatigue because of the nature of the job. For example, when I worked there, I had a client that broke a window and attempted suicide with the pieces of glass. I had a client that started a fire on the floor, and we had to evacuate the whole hospital. And there were times, or the whole facility, that I was carrying children over my shoulder. We had another client that also, it was a client that was male and was aggressive towards a staff and actually had strangled her. And she was unconscious for a little while. So this type of work is very emotionally exhausting. It's repetitive day after day. And if we're not taking the right strategies to address compassion fatigue, because these are children just with many adverse childhood experiences, as you read about. And so, the work is rewarding. We loved what we did. There just weren't very many opportunities or strategies offered by leadership to work on compassion fatigue. So I just wanted to share that example with you. Feel free to respond, share your examples, which if you feel comfortable, and we'll talk more about this week in the discussion forums and your assignments. Take care.